my clearance shows I'm cleared. The details in their office show I'm not cleared. So guys, it's your girl Erina here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the love and support and for everything. So on this story time, I hope by now you know a glimpse about my growing up, my life, and everything about me. Not everything about me, but something about me. So today I tell you what, I forged a headmaster's signature in high school because I didn't want to be just home. I didn't want to be just home for school fees, so I forged it. And that is highly punishable, both by a parent and African schools. Highly punishable. Like you're becoming a thief. You want to become a terrorist. So me, me, what happened at school? That was in senior one. If you know senior one, it's the very first level of secondary school. Um, we have 6 levels in secondary school. First, 2 levels in secondary school, that is ordinary level and advanced level. Advanced level is high school, so ordinary level is just secondary school, that is from senior 1 to senior 4. Then high school is senior 5 to senior 6. So when I was in senior 1, I joined a certain school which I never talk about. I don't know why I felt so angry for that school that I don't even want to talk about it as one of the schools I went to. But I went there. So in that school, we were 2 streams senior 1, and I was in stream B. Was mine A? Okay, mine was A, and there is another stream B. So it was believed that B, they were the cream, but I don't think the school used to group students. But those of B used to think that they were the cream of this Form 1. And when first term came, you guys, senior 1 is like, I felt like we're not doing anything in school. I got 100, and somewhere 99. So mathematics, I felt like it's primary mathematics. I passed. And as people were nashing, I could not understand how would you nash how would you nash with Form 1 mathematics. So I passed and I got a half bursary. That time we used to pay 90,000 shillings. I remember very well. 90,000 shillings. We went when they had increased. Initially, they were at 70. So the year we joined, they increased to 90,000 shillings for day scholars. So I got a half bursary. Like my average, like the second person, 2 streams combined, I was the overall best. The second person, they had a range between me and them over of how many. Like everyone was shocked, they thought I was copying and all that. Then sometimes in school, if you perform so well, everyone wants to be your friend. But I was not so open with, like I told you, these kids who had come from Kampala school used to treat themselves like they are from somewhere, from Mars. Okay, so I was just always in my space. You come for help, I help you. And I used not to read. They used not to see me reading a lot at school because me, that's why I tell people and parents, do not treat kids as the same. Don't force them that why don't you read like so and so. Kids are different. There are some kids who get from class, and there are those kids who need to read a lot. Okay, everyone should read, yes, but then some of us read to polish. It's not pride. It's just different people. A teacher will come and confirm this, testify about this. Waliwo abantu abakwata amangu mu class. So I think I was that type. And some other ones who used to feel jealous would be like, that one is spoiling others. She's break time, she goes to play, and yet others should be reading before, cause for her she's the best. So people warmed up for me. A year, an academic year in Uganda has 3 terms: first term, second term, and third term. Second term came, I was still the best. I was the best. I got a half bursary. You guys, half bursary would mean I have to pay 45,000, and my parents being 45,000. But getting that 45 was not easy. Was not easy. This happened in third term. I had a half bursary, that is of Then my parents had to top up at 45. So somewhere, somehow, my mom raised the 10,000, that is around $3, and gave me to take to school. That means I was remaining with 35,000. I had my clearance not signed because it was showing balance. And in my head, I was like, if I do not do these exams, that means in Form 2, I will not have the bursary. Yet there was rumor that they were already going to increase the what? The tuition. So what I did with one of my friends, I won't say her name. uh, we went into the window, looked at the pen the headmaster was using, mastered his signature. We spent some time there, how he would sign for other people who had paid school fees. Because if I didn't sit for those exams, that means I would not have at least a portion set off for me the next term. So I had to find a way. Because before leaving home, mommy had called my dad, and dad was like, oh, I can't make it to Kampala and I don't have money. What? Maybe they'll miss the exams. And in my head, I'm like, I can't miss. If I miss exams, that means my parents have to pay full amount the next term. So those compo pens is what the headmaster used to use, the compo pens, if you know them. So we bought it. It was black. We had mastered the signature. I practiced it trans night. I didn't tell anyone because only me and my friends knew what we wanted to do. So I signed for myself that cleared fees. So that morning for exams, the very first day for exams, they checked my clearance. All teachers checked, oh, this one has cleared. We are going in for exams. I was preparing for an exam. I think it was commerce. And I do not know where my dad came from, that he has come to clear for me school fees to do exams. Because he knows if I do exams, I get a bursary. And so something is offset for us. I swear it's the first time I've seen my dad come to school and I'm not happy, because I knew they would call me. My clearance shows I'm cleared. The details in their office show I'm not cleared. So my dad, it's the first time I've seen my dad come to school and I'm not happy at all. Like in my head, I was asking, why has this old man come? So they called me. I didn't go to him. Most cases when my dad comes to school, I run to him. I'm happy to see him. This time I didn't go to him. I waited until I was called. Hey, Rina, your dad is here. I went. You guys, on reaching. So he paid the money, the 35,000, and they asked for my clearance to clear. Like I was already cleared. It's like, you have already cleared. Boldly, I said yes, because I wanted them to refund that money to dad. Or they offset it to the next term. So boldly, I said yes. And the headmaster, who was also the director, looked closely, said, yeah, this is my signature. I cleared the girl. Let the parent not pay. Then you guys, power is gone, and now I have to use a lamp. Regardless, we tell stories. I'm inside my house, it's daytime, but I have to put on light. So the headmaster checks and it is his signature. And he's like, but this is not my signature. The parent should not pay. And I was quiet. Then he got a lens, put on that signature, and he noticed it was not his signature. You guys, I shrank. In my head, I was like, Daddy, why did you come without telling me? But still, if I had told my dad, he would still punish me. Okay, if I had told him what I had done, he would punish me before the school did. So there and then, the director of studies, that is the DOS, got me. People are lining up. Remember, everyone used to know me. All classes used to know me. That is the best girl in senior one. Now, they made me lie down in front of everyone. The DOS was to cane me. My father was to cane me. And the headmaster was to cane me. But my dad excused me because I think he understood. I really wanted a bursary. So the headmaster was like, this girl is a thief. How dare you forge my signature? This one can even be one of these people who steal in aeroplanes. That this one can even steal in an aeroplane. How are they called? Hijackers. That this one can even hijack an aeroplane. Where did you get all this wisdom of forging signature? Young as you are, if we don't tame you now, if we don't tame you now, you're going to get spoiled. So in my head, I'm like, you guys, I would expect you to be more understanding. Like, but then later, I was trying to help myself, but I was punished thoroughly. And my dad remembers that so well. Maybe one day, if I get him on camera, I'll get him. He will talk about that thing. He always talks about it. And he says, "This girl," the director was like, "This girl is so bright. She can even steal in an aeroplane because they believe an aeroplane is the hardest thing to steal from. But I see people steal from it." So he's like, "This one, asobola n'okubba ennyonyi ono omwana. How could she forge my signature so perfectly?" And you guys, that's not the first time I forged signature. I had forged my father's signature before because all the time they needed our homework to be signed by parents. My dad was busy. He was, of course, he used to come sometime. When he's there, he signs for us. When he's not there, he doesn't. So we forged his signature. It's not the first signature I had forged. Growing up, I always forged my dad's signature in my homework because I used to sign for myself and for my sisters, and sometimes, like all of us, would forge his signature. So it's not the first time. And he knew we had tried forging his signature because there is a time he found a book where we had been practicing an entire exercise book practicing his signature. So when they were caning me, my dad looked on like this. Quietly, he didn't say anything because I really think my dad understood the whole thing. You guys, I was caned thoroughly. Like everyone was looking at me. Like I entered in that paper. I felt like the world was rotating. But nevertheless, I still became number one, and I got a half bursary for senior two. Where school fees was raised, we were supposed to pay 100,000, so the bursary catered for 50,000, and I was supposed to pay 50,000, which I failed to do, and I studied half term and dropped out. So the next term is when I joined the USE. So you guys, me, I'm a product of these government schools, this universal secondary education. Yeah, that's where I went for my O levels. And we are the pioneers, we are the very first because it was only in primary, UPE, Universal Primary Education, but the first time it was launched in secondary, uh, the time I joined senior two, those guys were also in senior two. So they were the first pioneers of universal secondary education. That is how I forged a headmaster's signature. And just to tell you also, the signature I have right now is not my signature. Yeah, it is my brother's signature. If you see his signature and mine, they're the same. Why? When dad would not sign for us our homework, we would our brother would sometimes sign for us, but there is when he would tell you, you wash, if it is his day for washing utensils, he will tell you, wash my utensils and then I sign for you. So the best way to bypass his tricks was to learn his signature and then we sign for ourselves. So I learned his signature. I felt it was brief, it was beautiful. I also owned it, so it's also what I use right now. If he sent me, if it's not that the bank scans the face, if it's only signature, I can sign for him, he can sign for me. But I'll not tell you which brother of mine has the same signature as me. He could also not be knowing. Yeah, some of you may kidnap my brother and ask him to sign my bank details. All right, that's been my story time. You guys, I'm having time telling these stories just in the comfort of my mini kitchen. Yeah, see you right in the next vlog. Sorry about the light, power went, and regardless, I had to tell the story. See you right in the next vlog.